The conventional TV series Krishnadasi definitely made to give goosebumps to the observers with its never-losing dilemma way, and particularly the famous crux of the program is to showcase in the brand new episodes that Kumudini, Indira Krishnan, offers mangalsutra to Aryan, Shravan Reddy, he makes her wear it. Intellectual says the wedding is finished. They are a couple starting now and into the foreseeable future. Kumudini says, will we stand this way? Vidyadhar Rao, Shweta Mahadik, begins now. He asks what? Kumudini begins moving. Gayetri, Aradhya, Sana Amin Sheikh, Pavitra, Shweta Mahadik, all relatives join her. Where in the latest incident, Shravani shouts and says they will execute me. Aryan says, what you are talking in regards to? Who is there? I am not ready to see anybody. He moves around Rao family and says, I am not seeing anybody, who will render retribution from you. Shravani says, my family, spare me. Bhamini powerfully makes Shravani drink harm. Shravani yells and says, Aryan, take me to a specialist, they made me drink harm. Aryan says, why might anybody give you harm? Shravani says, to render retribution, since I murdered entire Roa family by giving them harm. They called me for pag for accustomed to their home. This Eba attempted to deceive me, so I gave them harm blended with sustenance. I murdered all of them, and I am no dowager, nor I was pregnant ever, all look on. Shravani says, I experienced passionate feelings for you and needed to wed you and needed this riches, that is the reason I slaughtered everybody, that is the reason they need to execute me now. Aryan says, dramatization is over, you have acknowledged your violations and we have recorded them. He takes telephone from Naku and shows Shravani the recording of her admission. Shravani says this cannot happen. She tries to run away, yet Bhamini comes there and says, where will you mark, and says, police dependable, go ahead, opportune time. Banwari says, story's end has come. Shravani says, Pavitra, pardon me. She says, Baba, I don't need to go to prison. She requests that Eji says them to not take her. Excuse me. Bhamini says, you ought to be rebuffed just. Bhamini says, enough of your dramatization. She drags her from that point. Shravani shouts for help, yet they take her away. Kumudini says, sin has been expelled from way, let's do devout work now. She requests that Aradhya and Aryan sit in mandip. She calls genuine pundit and requests that he serenade mantras. Intellectual request that Aradhya make Aryan wear garland. Aradhya tries to bounce and make him wear, however can't in light of his stature. Aryan says, I need to wed this 2FOOT young lady, then I need to bow down entire life. Eba and Joshua lifts Aradhya and she puts garland around his neck. David says it ought to be equivalent. He lifts Aryan on his shoulders and Aryan makes Aradhya wear festoon. All applaud them. Aradhya and Aryan take furs together. Savant requests that Aryan fill Aradhya's temple with sindoor. Aryan fills her mang with sindoor. Aradhya grins at him. Bhamini says to Eba that I have kept sindoor far from me for a considerable length of time since I was miffed with you, yet now I will gladly wear sindoor of your name. Eba says, I was not meriting it before. He fills Bhamini's temple with sindoor and embraces her. All applaud them, including Kumudini. David says, Gayetri appears as though all are overlooking us, so we ought to get hitched without anyone else. He brings out sindoor jug and fill Gayetri's brow with sindoor. All applaud them. They take Eba and Bhamini's favors.